What's up, techies? Fluffy from techbeatph.com here. So, this is the new Vivo V60 and yep, it's pretty good. But I know a lot of you are wondering, is it just a one-trick pony? Are they finally exhausted from using that old Snapdragon 7 Gen 3 that's been lying around? And is it really a great option under 30,000 pesos? Well, I'll tell you all of that and more in this video. Stay tuned with me till the end. Alright, let's get into this. I've got the box right here, and the first thing you notice is how sleek it is. And inside, we have the phone itself. Now, this one is in the stunning berry purple color, which is exclusive to Southeast Asia. There's also summer blue and mist gray. If you want that premium look, go for the berry purple. I absolutely love this look. When the light hits it, it shines in this subtle, elegant way. Easily my favorite V-series design to date. Now, you might notice the frame is made of plastic, but the in-hand feel is fantastic. Vivo has managed to keep it just 7.5mm thin despite packing a large 6500 mAh Blue Volt battery inside. And the weight is a comfortable 203 grams. It feels dense, slim, and very comfortable to hold. As for durability, we've got diamond shield glass, which is basically shot X sensation core glass, but more importantly, you get IP68 and IP69 rating support. And it's not just a regular rating. Vivo says you can take it underwater for 1.5 meters for 120 minutes. That's a first for me, and I think we should definitely test that out in a future video. Ports and buttons are standard with USB 2.0 at the bottom. Okay, that concludes the design portion of this video. Now, for the big update. This is what we were all waiting for. Vivo has finally ditched the Snapdragon 7 Gen 3 it has used in the previous 3 generations, and now the V60 comes with the Snapdragon 7 Gen 4. It is definitely an upgrade, but it's still paired to LPDDR4X RAM and UFS 2.2 storage, no UFS 3.1 support here. So, how's the 7 Gen 4? First, we ran our benchmarks. In Antutu, we got around 980,000, which is a solid score. And in our 30-minute CPU throttle test, zero throttling detected. That's insane. For 3D Mark, we got 99% GPU stability with temps not crossing 40 degrees. That's pretty good. And of course, we tried playing some games. COD Mobile runs at a smooth 90 frames per second. But to really test it, we played Genshin Impact and Crystal of Atlan at the highest graphics with a target of 60 frames per second, and we got about 52 frames per second. The temps only reached 41 degrees, which means the thermal efficiency is good and the performance has been tuned well for sustained gaming. So, overall, the Snapdragon 7 Gen 4 is a pretty dependable chipset for everyday usage and some light gaming. If you're looking for the absolute best for gaming, there are other options, but for a daily driver, this is great. As for network support, there's 11 5G bands, Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.4, and finally, NFC support has been added. The battery, like I mentioned, is a huge 6500 mAh Blue Volt battery, a definite upgrade from the V50. The phone also supports 90-watt charging with a charger included in the box. I ran a quick test, and it took about 52 to 54 minutes to charge from 0 to 100%. Now, I haven't had time to run multiple battery tests, but considering Vivo's algorithm is generally good, I expect it to give you at least 7+ hours of screen on time. Now, with the Vivo V60, I would say Vivo has definitely upgraded the camera experience. I say experience because it's a combination of the hardware, the features, and the algorithm. For hardware, you get a 50MP Sony IMX766 primary camera, a new 50MP Sony IMX8823X telephoto camera, and a 50MP Samsung JN1 selfie camera. The 8MP ultra-wide is a step down from the V50, but the addition of the telephoto more than makes up for it. All cameras are co-engineered with ZEISS. Of course, you have the ZEISS collaboration, so you get all the awesome ZEISS portrait lenses. We have the new 85mm and 100mm focal lengths, giving you 5 options from 23mm to 100mm. The portrait quality, I don't even have to say it. Vivo has the best portrait mode I've tested, with excellent edge detection and beautiful bokeh. Every individual strand of hair is captured perfectly. There's also stage mode, which is perfect for capturing artists at concerts, and a film camera mode. And yes, there's a mode where you can change the seasons in your photos. It's a bit gimmicky, but it looks kind of cool. The primary sensor captures highly detailed shots in both daylight and low light, and you get the signature ZEISS Color Modes. My favorite is the ZEISS Natural Color Mode, which is close to real life. The HDR is also spot on. Now, the zoom quality is fantastic, not just at 3x, but even at 10x. And for low light, there's the Aura Light, which adjusts the flash to the environment. The 8MP ultra-wide is just okay in daylight, but the selfie camera performance is really good. Now, as for video, you can shoot at 4K 30 frames per second with the primary, telephoto, and selfie cameras. The ultra-wide is limited to 1080p, and there's number 4K 60 frames per second, so keep that in mind. But the stabilization and audio at 4K 30 frames per second are pretty solid. A phone like this deserves a good display, and Vivo delivered. The V60 comes with a 6.77-inch quad-curved AMOLED display. It's Full HD, not 1.5K, but you won't notice in daily usage. The 120Hz refresh rate and 5000 nits HDR peak brightness are fantastic. It has stereo speakers, which are loud and clear, but the haptics could be better. For software, we have FunTouch OS 15 based on Android 15. The good news? You get 4 plus 6 years of updates. You do get a few pre-installed apps, but they can be uninstalled. And of course, there are new AI features like AI 4-season portrait, AI magic move, and AI image expander. So, what's the verdict? The V series has always been about design and camera, and the V60 excels in both. With a great display, a large Blue Volt battery, and finally an upgraded processor, this phone is a fantastic option under 30,000, especially for someone who prioritizes an amazing camera. Because of its superb value and performance that punches far above its price point, the Vivo V65G easily earns a gold rating from techbeatph.com. What do you guys think of the V60? Do you want a detailed comparison with any other phones? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you found this video helpful, hit that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and turn on notifications so you never miss a video from techbeatph.com. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep tracking and stay safe.